Start. It's fine now. Everything's better. Next
Everything
question.
is fine.
We're lying to
I
you.
don't know what's going on.
She
Tired
tired.
me.
Yes, I kidnapped her.
Yeah.
And I'm holding her
You
hostage.
can't tell my hands are tied together. Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. You're never leaving.
Hello.
Hi, the internet. How is you? I have an actual list of questions.
Oh, nice. How professional.
I have 15. I made a list. I'm so proud of myself.
You're so good.
I'm gonna use none of them. I'm not comfortable introducing people, so introduce yourself.
Hi. I'm a person.
Helpful, thanks.
Hi, my name is Amelie. I'm a student. I am here.
Great. Go.
Identity stuff. So, my name is Amelie. I use she and her pronouns. What was the other one?
Gender?
Gender, female.
Sexuality?
Sexuality. I'm pansexual.
How exciting.
How exciting.
Okay, what does that mean?
What does, which part of that?
Pansexual?
Pansexual. So, to me, pansexuality is essentially an existence of attraction without regard to gender. So, like, it doesn't really matter. The gender of a person or the gender identity of a person does not feed into the way I feel attraction for them, if that makes sense.
Makes sense to me.
Nice.
But I'm me, so that might not help
yeah,
with you.
maybe someone out there's like,
if you do, comment below.
Isn't that just bisexual?
No, shut up. Okay, next question. What does your gender mean?
What does my gender mean? It means cis.
Great.
Great, good talk.
Good talk. This is going well. Thank you all for listening to this much of this.
This riveting, informative.
So how was coming out to family, friends, and then just like in general?
So, I've always looked like a raving homosexual. So, raging rather. So, for me coming out was a lot of like, I'm not a lesbian. My mom kind of said she knew, and my dad didn't know what it meant, so I explained it, and then he still was pretty confused, and then a year later he forgot, and I had to remind him, and it was really awkward. Would not recommend. And then coming out to friends, most people kind of assumed I was queer before I came out. Like, I don't know if I've ever asked you this, when do you think I came out?
The moment I realized you were pansexual is when I saw you had an icon of the pansexual whale. The whale as your icon, and I saw that and I was like, oh, okay. Okay. And it went on from there.
Yeah, okay. When was that?
It was years ago. I don't know. Okay, it was a while ago.
I came out in October of 2016.
It was that year, but later. So.
Huh. That's
great. Great. Oh, how is coming out to yourself? Here's the fun one.
Ooh, that's a deep question. That's a deep.
I have to answer it later, so.
Yeah, and that's ooh. I don't envy you or myself. It was a long process. I went through a lot of denial. Like, holy boy. I wrote essays upon essays and presentations when I was in like 6th grade about queer identities, and I brought up pansexuality in a lot of those a lot of the time, and was kind of just like, that's not me. People would ask me if I was gay, and I'd be like, no. Cause I like convinced myself that that wasn't even a possibility. I was like, no.
Yeah, no, I did the same thing. I was like, that would be cool if I was that, but that's not me. That's for other people.
Yeah.
Everyone else is gay, but it's never me.
Man, that life sounds great, but also I could never.
That just, what? No.
My good Christian parents. My parents aren't Christian. We're not religious. My dad's a Mennonite. Yep. Swiss.
Fun.
Yep. Oh, my extended family I've never come out to.
Oh, same. No, haven't. They might know.
Yeah,
maybe.
No, my American extended family definitely has some notion of it, because my mom told my aunt to... Can I curse?
I don't care.
Okay, my mom told my aunt to buy me that gay shit for Christmas, But my extended family in Europe, a lot of them are just less educated / less interested, enthusiastic, involved in things like this. So it's kind of like don't ask, don't tell policy with them. Let's move on.
Okay, so how are things different now that you're actually out?
Ooh, I make a lot more gay jokes.
Don't we all?
Don't we all? That's pretty much it.
That's it!
And I say future spouse / partner instead of boyfriend / husband. That's pretty much it. Like, I also dyed my hair almost immediately and cut it all off. So I guess the gay just took over me.
Absolutely, I did the same thing. Great!
Yeah, it possesses you.
Like, cut your hair and it kept getting short.
And then obviously I got my letter in the mail and my powers, so.
Got your gay card.
Yeah.
I would show it to you, but I forgot it, so.
Yeah, I forgot it in my house.
Okay, how do you express your queer identity, assuming you do super openly, or how do you?
Yeah. Whole other topic. So, I express my gay by thinking of what I like and then wearing it, because I am gay, therefore everything I wear is also gay. That's basically the bottom line. Obviously, I do present in a more masculine than typical fashion, or androgynous, I don't know. I still look like a girl, I'd say. So like, I've worn combat boots since I was like 8. I've worn jackets, either sweatshirts or like leather jackets. I've had this jacket for like 2 years? Yeah, 2 years, and I've got another denim one with like a lot more pins, and it's got a pride thing on the back. My jacket is very central to my gay. And then also obviously hair is a huge part of self-expression. I cut all of my hair off. It was short and ugly for a while, but it grew out a little bit, and then eventually I dyed it green, or blue, and it faded out to green. And then after that it was purple, and then after that it was blonde, and after that it was kind of gray, but not really, and now it's pink, and I want to go through the rainbow. I don't know. Colored hair is a very bold statement, and short colored hair is an extra bold statement. It's fun.
It's fun.
Have fun with self-expression.
Yeah.
In the great words of the legend icon Sasha Velour, who I'm wearing her t-shirt right now because I'm like a nerd. Nerds are great. Yeah. Gender is a construct to tear it apart. So wear whatever the hell you want. If you're a boy, and you want to wear a dress or makeup, shine on, go ahead. If you're a trans boy and you want to wear a dress or makeup, shine on, go ahead. Gender expression has something to do with gender identity, but they do not dictate each other, essentially, is the bottom line. So, wear what you want. Everything you wear is gay.
So how comfortable are you with your sexuality?
On a scale of 1 to 10 of comfort, I'm a solid, like, ooh, okay. So actually, no.
Okay, so actually, valid.
Outwardly presenting, on a scale of 1 to 10, like a solid 20.9. But like inwardly, there's definitely a lot more conflict still, where it's like, this is really difficult to explain. And I've read this about a lot of like bi, poly, pan, etc. people, where you almost feel guilty for having attraction to people of the same gender or opposite gender, because then you're like, I'm lying to myself all of this time. I've been monosexual, and then it's like, no. But you still just, there's this weird, like, internal, because society, a lot of it is like, oh, well, one or the other. And then you're like,
oh, fuck society. Fuck society. It's fine. Okay, next question. How do you deal with that?
How do I deal with that?
Yeah.
I don't. No, I do. I try to be an advocate for other people who are in situations where they can't be as outwardly, like, pride as I am, because that does help with it in a weird way, where like seeing other people and enabling other people to take pride in their identity and to be happy in their identity makes me feel a lot happier in my identity in a weird validation. Hold hold on. Giving validation gives me validation. That's a weird, it doesn't sound normal.
No, I get it. I do that in my normal everyday life, though. I'm not usually as happy as I could be if other people aren't also happy.
Yeah.
Like, if my friends are upset, I'm not feeling that great either. That's how that works.
The strongest empathy in the world.
Pick a story that pertains to your sexuality.
To the
it can be, it can be sad or happy or depressing as all hell. I don't.
Ooh.
It can just be a story to show that gay people have lives.
Oh, yeah, I definitely have a life.
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
The first time I realized that gay people were a real thing.
This is gonna be great.
Like, whoa. Was actually probably in the worst way possible. No, that sounds bad. It wasn't the worst way possible. It was actually kind of great. It got me into one of my main interests today, the gay, and the drag. I'm a huge drag fan. When I was like 9, I didn't have any friends, so I was on the internet. I had friends, I just didn't acknowledge them. And I was watching a Todrick Hall video. And for some reason it didn't occur to me that Todrick Hall was a homosexual. But then he had an episode of this amazing mini-series that was like Disney characters in court. And he had this episode with Manila Luzon and Willem, where they were pretending to be Disney princesses and they're drag queens, and I was into it. I was here for it. I'm here for drag 100%.
Oh shit, there's a dog.
Right. And from there I kind of went to Willem's channel. And all of the gay shit came up. Like, not all of it, but like a lot of stuff. And that's how I first got into like different identities. Because obviously you go from there, you get to like Courtney Act's channel, and Courtney Act has for a long time been a huge like advocate of like non-binary identities and non-mono sexualities. Do you know what monosexuality means?
Yeah, you're attracted to one gender.
Yeah, just making sure. Just
no, like, I know.
For
do you know?
Do you know?
That's the actual, we should probably clarify. We use a lot of words that we know, they don't
and then
know.
they don't, and it's just awkward.
We're sorry. We're too smart.
So, that's how I first got into, like, the gay. And, that was a good experience for me, but I also had to hide it from my mom because I was scared that she was gonna, like, freak out because I was watching men in dresses. Oh, also once someone threatened to kill me.
What?
At a camp. Someone was like, I don't believe in the gay, and if you identify as the gay, I stab with my something. I don't know. She didn't have a knife or anything. It was fine. I was like, okay, you have your beliefs, I have mine.
This is the part where we go on about how you should be careful.
Yeah, don't put yourself in situations that are dangerous. Don't come out in dangerous situations. Don't come out in dangerous situations.
Trust your intuition. If you even think for a minute it could be super unsafe, just don't.
Don't. Yeah, that's a good thing to say. Cause
it
like,
kind of sucks, but
sometimes I know I come off as like, I'm so gay, I don't care what anyone thinks, I'm gonna put myself in all of the situations, gonna run up to Westboro Baptist Church and give them the finger. I'm not. My safety comes before my pride. Because my safety is very directly.
And so should yours.
So should yours.
Please don't die.
You have self-worth.
We appreciate you and we want you to not be injured. So, we know life can suck. But stay safe.
See, I knew this girl was bluffing. So, I continued to gay.
Continued to gay.
Continued to gay.
Kind of is related. It's not really related. Tips for those questioning.
Tips for those questioning.
This question again.
Okay. So my favorite thing to tell people is that if you're questioning, you're probably a little bit gay. Like, just, maybe not a lot, but like, a little bit. There are definitely people I know who did question and then just were straight, and that's fine. If you come to the conclusion that you're straight, you're not at all, like, what are things I've heard? I've heard people say that they were appropriating the gay community, or that they wanted to be part of this community so badly that they were, like, lying to themselves, which is shitty. That sucks. Find a community. You have a huge straight community. The straight community is not evil. There's this tendency for some of the gay to villainize the straight.
Yeah, no, they're not that bad.
No, they're most.
I like most of them.
Most of them. Yes, I too was friends with a straight. Look at all the identities. Figure yourself out. Give yourself time. When I first essentially got to the label pan and stuck with it. I had this rule that I was going to wait a year with this label. I was going to look at other labels during that year. If something else stuck, I would wait a year with that one before I came out. Because I, at least, am very concerned with just sticking to a label, so I don't come out until I'm, like, 200% sure. If you want to come out when you're not 200% sure and you want to tell people and then you change your mind or you figure something else out or you find a better word, that's also fine. Sexuality and gender are not necessarily stagnant, fixed, forever things. That's fine. Not to say bisexuality is a phase, because if you say that, just give yourself time. Trust yourself. Love yourself. Don't say anything to yourself that you wouldn't say to anyone else, because, like, be gentle.
Yeah, be nice to yourself.
Yeah.
Let's follow our own advice.
Yeah, be gentle. Gentle pats.
More tips, but for allies.
But for allies. Allies. My babies. You're not my babies. Only the gays. Heterophobic is not a thing. That's like my number one thing that I tell a lot of people. I tell people heterophobic, not a thing. Cisphobic, kind of same idea, not a thing. If someone who is LGBT tells you that something you said was homophobic, heterophobic, not heterophobic, homophobic, biphobic, etc., it probably was a little bit. Maybe you didn't have that intention. Okay, you should probably just take it back, breathe, take a minute. If you're going to be an ally to the community, you have to be an ally to all of the community. That doesn't mean you have to like problematic people, but that means that you can't be like, I love the gay community, I love my gay best friend, but also non-binary doesn't exist, because there's a contradiction there. We are a unified community. I know it may not always seem that way, and there are definitely rifts from within the community and from externally, but at the end of the day, we are a unified community. Please do not try to tear us apart. So if you are going to accept one identity, you must be open to accepting all of them. That's kind of just a simple baseline. Gender-neutral bathrooms are important.
Yes.
The end.
We'll have them at school. One
day.
Someday. Oh, and I'm making a list. I want you to tell me your favorite queer book, movie, podcast, whatever the hell, I don't care.
Ooh. So Chase Ross has a podcast called You're So Brave. It's phenomenal. It's amazing. It comes out on Monday. It's good. It's like an hour to like an hour and a half long. So good podcast. But I'm a Cheerleader is a phenomenal movie. I don't know if I'm supposed to be looking at you or the camera.
I don't either. Where can I find you on the internet?
You can find me a lot of places on the internet. You can find me on Snapchat at horse.shoesnap. You can find me on Instagram at horse.shoe.crab or at horse.shoe.spam. You can find me on YouTube at horse.shoe.crab. You can find me at Facebook, Amelie Gerber. I think I'm the only one on Facebook called Amelie Gerber. That might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. It's a weird name, especially for an American. I'm sure I have other social media that I'm forgetting about.
I'll link them, it'll be fine.
I have a lot of social media. It's ridiculous.
Here we go again. Say goodbye.
Cool.
I say that in the least threatening way possible.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm about to kill you, but I'm not. It's cool.
Say goodbye. Yeah, what I said earlier about if you need some resources or some help, there are tons of resources online. There's probably some sort of group within a certain proximity of you if your parents are okay with you going to that. The It Gets Better Project is online. They have a whole page of resources you can put in your zip code and they'll find you like groups in your area. That's cool. The Trevor hotline is a 24/7 suicide hotline for queer youth. That one's good. It's gonna get good. It's gonna get good. You gotta trust. You gotta have some faith.
I know, because we're adults and it's got...
Yeah,
we're adults and we know exactly what happens.
I'm almost 15.
I'm 15, this one's almost 15.
I'm actually 12. I'm not 12.
No.
Have faith in yourself, be gentle. Look for online resources if you need them. You have a family. You have a family somewhere. It might not be your biological relatives, but that's fine.
It's me.
It's me. Email me.
Email me. Email both of us.
Yeah.
Just like email both of us. Yeah.
I'll feel so loved if anyone emails me ever.
Yes.
Honestly, I get emails like spam, like, you should buy this flashlight if you need to hear a bear, and I'm like, they thought of me.
Yeah, no. But it does get better. I know I'm only 15, but it does.
It does. I was in a bad place when I was 12.
Yeah. No, that was me just last year. It got better, so it'll be fine. Cut your hair off.
Cut your hair off, dye it weird colors too, and your body's yours. If you can't make permanent, especially for trans kids, if you can't make permanent changes that you want to make other modifications that you can. It doesn't sound like it would be a lot, but cutting your hair, adjusting the way you dress, a new pair of shoes, it can do a lot.
It does.
It goes, a little bit of change goes a long way in some situations. Do what you can. Have fun.
Do what you can, stay safe.
You got your life, you get your life, you stay safe, you find your family. It'll get better in college or something. I don't know.